Social media management is notorious for being high pressure, competitive, and changing literally every day, which is why it isn't surprising that most social media managers get burned out within the first 2 years. So how do you keep going? How do you stay up with the latest updates, protect your mental health, and build a successful social media management business that supports your lifestyle goals? Whether that's working from home with your kiddos or jet setting around the world, that's what this show is all about. Welcome to Social Media Manager Confidential. I'm Shantae Gorman, founder of a 6-figure social media management agency and mentor to social media managers. And I'm here to dish on the ins and outs of the social media management world without any of the gatekeeping that can come along with it. You'll learn, you'll laugh, and you'll leave each episode inspired. Let's dive into today's episode. Hi there, welcome back to another episode of Social Media Manager Confidential. I just want to say that if you're someone who comes back to listen to new episodes every week, I seriously appreciate you so much. And if you're new here, hi and welcome. This is a safe space for social media managers, and I'm here to support you. I had a lot of conversations about pricing and packages, and while a lot of social media managers are undercharging, the fact is that if you're a new social media manager, you may not be ready to increase your rates yet. Because when it comes down to increasing your rates, you're not only increasing the quality of clients that you're working with, but you're also increasing the expectations on the results that you can deliver. So if you can deliver amazing, high quality strategies and content, then yes, you should be charging at least $1,500 a month per platform. That's the bare minimum. But if you're just getting started and are still learning how to manage accounts, create content, read insights, and use analytics for data-driven strategies, then you're not ready for those higher quality, higher paying clients yet because you can't meet their expectations yet. So today, I'm talking to you about the expectations that different paying clients have so that you know what it is that you should be delivering based on your packages. So if you have a package that is anywhere from $500 to $850 per month, and these are all in USD prices, I'm in the US, so that's my experience. These are the things that you're going to want to look at. And this kind of averages $25 to $50 an hour. So when it comes to copywriting, it is just very basic copywriting. There isn't really anything strategic going on. Copy's there, but there isn't a ton of keywords or anything like that. Content type, so this could be a mix of curated and original images and carousels, some reels with very minimal editing. For community engagement, again, that's minimal, just a few minutes a day, maybe responding to things, but that's about it. And then reporting, usually there's not much there or just a teeny tiny report, nothing too in-depth. When it comes to research and analytics, this is typically where the beginners will be. And for the content calendar, there really isn't one. So that's what people kind of expect when it comes to those types of packages. And then if we want to bump that up to the next level, so what to expect from a $900 up to $1,500 a month social media management package. So this is your $60 to $85 an hour rate. So for copywriting, it's going to have engaging and unique copy. It's going to get more engagement. We're going to have strong hooks. We're going to have things that have call to actions, and we're getting people to actually save and share these posts. When it comes to content type, these are all original. They're all on brand. You will have more carousels and reels that are edited that perform well. When it comes to community engagement, so this is supporting their organic growth. This could be like outreach and inbound where you're responding to their followers, you're watching their stories and DMing them, but then you're also collaborating or chatting with others in their industry or, their top supporters, things like that. For reporting, this would be insights reports. So, every 30 days, you create a report that they can go through that just kind of tells them what's working and what's not and just how content is performing overall. When it comes to research and analytics, this is where you will have a very thorough understanding of how to research their target audience and content strategy and how the analytics work and how to use those to make decisions when it comes to your content. And then for a content calendar, you would create one every month, for the next 30 days, just so the client has an idea of what's going on. So we're not planning too far in advance, but there's still more planning happening here than there was in the previous package.
We're going to take a really quick break from today's episode so that I can tell you exactly how to stop wondering where your next social media management client is, because you can just use my list of the 35 best places to get more social media management clients instead. Get the free guide delivered straight to your inbox by going to my website. I'll link it in the show notes for you. Now, back to today's episode.
And now for the higher, more specialized packages. And these can be anywhere from $2,000 a month up to $10,000 a month, $95 an hour up to $199 an hour. It really depends on your specific niche and your skill set and things like that, and the results you can achieve, of course. Typically, for copywriting in this type of package, it's going to be engaging and unique, and it's also going to have SEO or keyword strategy involved, because all of that not only helps you get more engagement on the content, but it also helps it perform better on the Explore page and with the algorithm, because the algorithm knows exactly what this content is and it's going to get recommended to other people. For content type, this is strategic based on the specific target audience. And then everything that has to do with content is completely custom made. You have professional graphics, you have reel scripts, you have video direction, and you have editing happening. So all of that is creating some really polished content for social media. And when it comes to community engagement, so we have the organic from the last package, but then we also have automated chat bots. I have these on my own Instagram. You've probably seen them, but I also recommend them for clients because they're really great for delivering quick links or coupon codes or getting email signups. So there's a lot of really great features that you can use for that. And then when it comes to reporting, so aside from just the insights from the last package, we also have growth objectives. We have KPIs or key performance indicators that we are measuring so that our clients can really see, what their return on investment is for social media. When it comes to research and analytics, we have informed data-driven strategies. So we're looking at the data to determine what our strategy is going to be for the next month. And for content calendar, it's usually quarterly, and these are based on launches, and they can kind of have a brief overview of here's what we're going to be looking at. And then as you get closer, you can start developing out that content. Just remember, it takes time to increase your prices and your skill level. So thinking that you can charge $3,000 per month for a package when you aren't ready to serve that type of client yet is not a good way to run your business. We want to under-promise and over-deliver always. Once you feel like you're meeting your client's expectations, that, if they're reasonable expectations and beyond, then it's a sign that you can move up to the next pricing tier. And while I do talk about charging enough to make a living, which is important, of course, you also need to frame that in the context of what skills you're currently able to bring to the table. If you have any friends who are social media managers and need some help, share the link to this episode with them and help them out. And if you're not already following this podcast, make sure you hit the follow button or the plus button in Apple Podcasts so you can get brand new episodes delivered straight to your podcast app every Friday. Thank you so much for listening. I'll catch you next time.
Thanks for tuning in to today's episode. Learn more about my digital template shop, online courses, and mentorship program by going to my website at sugarpunchmarketing.com. And while you're there, make sure you join my safe, supportive community created exclusively for social media managers. It's 100% free to join and packed with really amazing resources, trainings, and people. See you next time.